playing in the backyard with the kids or whatever, right? So native, it looks like it belongs on the platform. Aspirational means at a subconscious level, the prospect or the viewer looks at that picture and goes, oh, I want that. Oh, that's nice. I'd love to take more time with my family. I'd like to take more vacations. I'd like to quit my job and go on vacations in the middle of the day, or whatever. I'd like to spend more time with my kids or my family, whatever. Now, this type of photo works well for my business because I know that my audience are business owners or part-time business owners they're tired of the grind. They want more free time. They want more time with their kids and their family. They're tired of being a slave to their business. And so this picture speaks. I'm not banging them over the head with it. My ad copy doesn't say, hey, do you want to quit your job and go on more vacations? No. It's a subliminal, subconscious message that this picture sends. And it works really well. Now, the next type of picture is the exact opposite. Instead of, hey, I aspire to have that, this is, I have that problem and I do not want it anymore, right? So it would be, if you can depict a problem that your audience has. So let's say, for example, that you sold some sort of hair care product that helped people with, dry, frizzy hair. You might show a picture of somebody with dry, frizzy hair. They look at it. It's weird. It grabs their attention. And they also go, oh my God, I got hair like that. My hair looks like that when I wake up. I wish I could solve that problem. And then your ad copy speaks to them more about how to solve the problem that's depicted in the ad. That works really well. The third one is what I call what in the world, right? It's the weird, different, eye-catching photos that people are scrolling through their newsfeed and they're like, what am I looking at? Why is there a guy dressed in a hippie costume in my newsfeed? This is strange, right? Now, I will give you a little bit of a rule here. You do have to make sure that you pay this off. I can't just show a picture of me in a hippie costume and then not address, okay, why was that guy dressed as a hippie? So like in my ad copy for this ad, I said something to the effect of, hey, are your lead generation strategies stuck in the 1970s, kind of like this ridiculous outfit? If you want to bring it into the 21st century, check out. And then I would then go on with the next part of my message, okay? The fourth type of photo that I love is what I call, hey, that's me. In other words, somebody looks at the photo and it catches their attention because they go, oh, I live in Texas, right? So if you were specifically targeting people geographically in Texas, you might put, a picture of a map with a star over their city, or welcome to Texas. Or if you were targeting, grandmas who want more energy, you might show a picture of a grandma playing with her grandkids. She's like, oh, that's me. I'm a grandma. I have grandkids. I'd love to have more energy. So that'd be aspirational and, hey, that's me. The fifth one is just straight up the offer. If you have a way to depict what your thing is that you're offering them, you can just use a picture of the offer. I've done this. It's worked really well, where I gave away the free ebook. I said, hey, if you're having trouble to get leads, download this free ebook. It's totally free. Go grab it now. And I just used a picture of the ebook. And then the last picture type of photo is what I call credibility photos. And a big misconception people have is that, well, Tyson, that's easy for you to say. You've spoken on stages and you could put pictures of you speaking in front of crowds all over the country and that gives you credibility. But the truth is, some of my very best ads, ask yourself this question. Every classroom you've ever been in your entire life, who was the credible expert in that room? It was the person in the front of the room, right? It was the teacher who had the information you didn't have. So like in this example where I just stood in front of a whiteboard and I taught my audience something that, number one, would help them, and number two, that they didn't know, immediately I had credibility. I didn't have to have fancy cars and fake limousines or fake Lambos and pictures of me on stage. Literally, this was a simple ad that worked really well to establish credibility. Now, once you've got their attention with the photo, then we have to get them interested in the offer by saying the right things in our text. And this is not as hard as most people make it. Really, if you just answer 5 questions in your ad will do really well. You just have to, your prospects want to know, okay, what are you offering me? Who is it for? What is the benefit? How do I get it? And then this one's optional. You don't have to do this one, but I highly recommend it if you can. The prospect would be wondering, all right, why should I act right now? What's the advantage of doing it now as opposed to waiting? And what I want to do right now is I want to give you my fill-in-the-blank templates that you can fill out in less than 60 seconds, even if you're totally uncreative and you've never written a lick of good copy in your life. Get ready to write some really compelling copy in less than 60 seconds. Does this sound good? All you have to do is take these templates I'm about to give you and replace the things that are in red brackets with things that are specific to your business. Don't worry, I'll give you examples. So with this first one, it says, for any, call out your target audience who wants, what is the desired outcome your audience wants, and then do this. What is your call to action that you want them to do? So let me give you an example. For my photography studio, I would ask myself, okay, who is the audience, the only people I want to respond to this ad? So I might say, okay, I only want women who are going to be getting married soon. So I might say, for any Southeast Missouri brides, because I also don't want them to be getting married, 12 hours away from me. They're not going to hire me to drive there. So I only want them, somewhere in my area. So I'll say, for any Southeast Missouri brides, all right? That's the first step. Who want what? All right, so I just ask myself, what is it that these brides might want? Well, I know that they want photos that are unique. They want to feel special. They would love it if their girlfriends were kind of jealous. They looked at their photos and were like, oh my God, I love your pictures. Where'd you get them done? Right? So I continue my ad by saying, for any Southeast Missouri brides who want unique engagement photos that will make your girlfriends jealous, all right, getting pretty good, what should I do? All right, call 555-5555 to book a free engagement session. Now notice, with just that one sentence that I filled out in less than 60 seconds, I've answered 4 of the 5 questions. What are you offering? Okay, well, I'm offering you a free engagement session. Who is it for? Well, it's only for Southeast Missouri brides. What is the benefit? Well, the benefit is I'm going to get unique engagement photos. My girlfriends are going to love them. They'll be jealous. How do I get it? I just call this phone number to book a free session. Now, if I really want to add some fire to make this ad work well, I can add the 5th optional element, which is tell them some reason why they should act right now. And that's just, I might add on something like, the sitting fee is waived for the first 10 callers only, and then this ad's coming down. Make sure you call immediately. Super simple, okay? Let's go on to the next one. This is almost the exact same. I'll just give you another example. So instead of saying for any target audience, just say attention target audience. If you want desired outcome, do this. So let's do another example. Attention Fort Lauderdale residents born before 1965. Okay, so if I knew I were targeting people in this geographic region who were approaching retirement, I might say just that. Attention Fort Lauderdale residents born before 1965. If you want to know how prepared you are for retirement, download this free financial planning cheat sheet. Okay, and if I want to add urgency, I might say, if you opt in before Friday, XYZ date, you'll get our bonus video that shows you our 5 secrets to optimizing your retirement stock, your IRA, your portfolio, whatever, okay? Here's the last one. If you have this problem or frustration, do this, okay? So one that I've used in my business is, if you are struggling to turn likes and followers into dollars, read this free ebook. This is the actual ad that I ran. It worked great. So I just used photo number 5 for my 5 photos, which was a picture of the offer. And my ad copy was, if you're struggling to turn likes and followers into actual dollars, read this free ebook. Simple enough. Now, I told you I wasn't just going to show you case studies of me. Here is Yvette, the student I told you, who I'm going to walk you through parts of her ad. 476 leads in a week. This is the ad that did it. Why did it work? Well, first of all, the photo did a good job of grabbing their attention. I would call this photo category number 3, which was the what in the world am I looking at, right? At first glance, it's kind of like, hold on, what is that? And then you got to stop and you glance a little further and you're like, oh, it's eggs. It's an egg cracked open. Well, that's weird. Why am I seeing this? And then you read a little further. Then the offer was really good. Hey, I'm giving you a 7-day challenge to help you fit into your jeans. I'm going to work with you for free for 7 days, right? Really good offer. Finally, she answered the 5 questions. Question number 1, what are you offering? Well, that's simple. It's a 7-day challenge, Facebook challenge to help you fit in your jeans. Who is it for? Right in the second paragraph or second sentence, it says it's for 50 middle-aged or older ladies. So it's for ladies who are middle-aged or older. What are the benefits? Well, the benefits, obviously, I'm going to lose weight and fit into clothes I haven't fit into in a long time. How do I get it? Later in the ad, it says click the message to send me a message inside a messenger, and she then converses with them. And then finally, why should I take action right now? Well, it's only for 50 ladies, so we have a limit, and we have a deadline. This challenge is going to be live, and I'm starting it on Monday, so if you want to join us, get in now. That's why the ad worked. It just followed the simple 3-step formula I just showed you, and Yvette didn't have to spend a ton of time figuring all that out. Now, let me say one other thing about the photo. Yvette actually did not think this photo would work. This is why her husband was the one who actually convinced her, hey, just try it. So she tested this photo along with several others, and she didn't think this would be the winner. It did end up being the winner. This is why we don't overthink the process. We don't overthink who is my audience, the perfect audience. What's the perfect photo? We pick several things that are pretty good, and again, like throwing spaghetti at the wall, some of it's gonna stick, some of it's not. Now, for those of you who are wondering, yeah, but I don't know, so I still don't understand how you would do all of this without setting up a bunch of tech. Well, again, Yvette did all of this using nothing more than a free Facebook account, and I'm gonna show you exactly right now how she did it. Now, there's nothing wrong with having websites and capture pages, but if you don't want a million moving parts and you just want to get up and going quickly, the secret to doing that is just controlling where this button sends people, right? The button I've got circled on the screen, all Yvette did was say, okay, instead of sending people over to a website, which I don't have set up and I don't have time to set up right now, and setting up a capture page and connecting it to an email autoresponder and buying expensive software, I ain't got time for that. I just need to get people reaching out to me, right? Again, there's nothing wrong with, in fact, my course teaches you things like website conversions and how to optimize your landing pages if you want to do it. But Yvette was like, I got to get going with this. So there's 2 main places where you can send people that don't require anything more than a Facebook account. One of them, this is what I used, was what's called a lead form. So they click a button on the ad, and instead of them going to a website where they fill out a lead form, the form pops up right on Facebook. Literally, Facebook has the forms already ready for you to use. You just tell them how to fill it out. And here's what's really cool. These forms are pre-populated by Facebook. So the prospect's information is already in the form when the form pops up. This makes it very low resistance, which often results in lower cost on your leads. So literally with 2 clicks, you get prospects that have given you their information. They click the button on the ad, and their name, their email, if you want their phone number, all that is pre-filled because Facebook has it. So they don't have to type anything. They click for the second time, they click the word next, and within 2 clicks, they've just given you their contact information. You've generated a lead. Yvette decided instead of a lead form, she was going to have people reach out to her inside of Messenger. So she had her button send people straight over to Facebook Messenger where she could start a conversation and say, hey,